make a line bore assembly with bearings and other things here that hold the bar at the proper height. Then we can build it up and recut the bores without having to cut the blocks out. So 2 options there.
Right, okay. Yeah, one quicker or easier than the other, kind of both the same, you think?
Both probably very similar.
Yeah.
You can have a bunch of machining time making blocks and cutting them out and welding them in, making sure they're true, or fab up a jig to hold the line boring bar, build up and bore everything in place. So
Right.
we just have to determine which way we want to go with it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can see this one here has already been welded up a bit. And just trying to figure out if we want to leave it like that, or like Jeff said, just cut that whole piece out. Used to be able to buy these replacement pieces too, that you cut that out, like Jeff was saying, you drop the piece in that you could purchase from Caterpillar, but you can't get those anymore for D8Ks. They are no longer available. So yeah, I brought it out here to get Jeff's opinion on it and what options we have. But these ones here need to be cleaned up a bit too, and just made sure they're perfectly true. So we brought an old roller here too, just to use as a test piece. So
It might be a good option to make the blocks.
yeah, while we were here talking about this, we just kind of happened upon that idea. Jeff was going to do the line boring, like he said, make a cap and put it on there, and then use that to line bore, so you have a full circle as you're boring, instead of just trying to bore half the circle. And then while we were talking about it, we came up with the idea of actually just making these out of a piece of was it 3 3/4 inch wide plate and about 3 inch deep, solid.
Yep.
And then just make a solid piece, drill it, bore it, cut it in half, and thread the holes, drop it in there. And then how would you, if you were going to do it that way, Jeff, how do you make sure it's the right height when you set it in there?
Well, you could just weld a couple tabs off of it, so when you cut it out here, you just drop it down. You have both halves bolted onto the roller to keep them true to each other, and then they'll just drop in and set down onto here. So your deck height is where it's supposed to be within reason. That is not that critical if they're a couple thou difference.
Yeah, a couple thou not going to make that much difference on a D8 when you're running it along. So, yeah, I guess we just have to decide now what we want to do. Yeah, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So I don't know. Your opinion, Jeff? What do you think's the best or easiest way to do it?
Well, they used to make these blocks for a reason, so that might be the way to go. We have replaced those like that in the past. So
Yeah. Okay.
that might be a good option.
Yeah, and the guys jigging them up and building, the guy can build a couple more for the next tractor coming in.
Build some spares for you too.
Yeah, yep, you guys got everything spec'd out at that time.
Yep.
Yeah. Interesting fact, all 3 of us went to school at the same time. Evidently, Jeff was the guy that's paid attention.
Yeah, somehow Jeff seems to be the smartest one out of the 3 of us. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, shall we tell everyone what Jeff's nickname was in high school?
No.
No.
I don't know how you got that nickname anyways, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
He was the
Yeah.
smartest guy in the class, that's how it come.
That's right. Yeah, that's funny. 30 years later, here we are at Jeff's machine shop, Fort Machine Works. Yeah, getting some work done and yeah, catching up. I haven't seen Jeff in probably 25 years, probably, something like that.
At least.
I'll
Probably
bet
30.
you. Yeah, maybe. Ever since we graduated, I don't think
Yeah.
we've seen each other since. So yeah, nice to come into your shop here and catch up a little bit, pick up our blade cylinders, and get some advice on our track frame overhaul repair here. We're gonna
Dilemma.
Yeah, dilemma. That's a good way to put
The
it.
most recent dilemma?
Yeah, most recent. Yeah, so we'll change the bushing as well there in the frame here also. Put a new bushing in there. We were, like we talked about earlier, we're going to use these frames, but they turned out to be a little bit rubbish. So before we realize that, we'll put a new bushing in there and the wishbone. So we're just going to take that brand new bushing out of there, put it back in there, and do some repair on this original deck frame. And then just couple little projects to fix up here as well. So, yeah, we'll get her. We're getting there slowly, little by little. We'll get her done and get her back in service. Yeah. Anything else, Mountain Man?
That's pretty much what we got. Yeah, I used to work here with Jeff way back in the day. Probably it was around 2000, Jeff, somewhere right there when you started working here.
98.
98.
Yeah.
Building bridges. Yeah. Awesome place to work. Different
Yeah.
ownership then. Jeff worked there as an employee, same as myself, and I pursued other avenues, and Jeff stayed and bought out the other partners, and here he is.
You discovered being homeless doesn't pay very well, so you decided better get back to work.
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, no, Jeff said, well, one of the best jobs I ever had in a machine shop. Yeah,
Yeah.
Actually, an awesome place to work. I'm sure Jeff's doing the same, still got some of the same employees. The guy that was here earlier, the welder, he's 25 plus years, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
Or maybe a little more.
Each leg.
Yeah, each leg.
30 something.
Yeah, so that's a testament to how companies manage.
Yeah. Yeah, you started out, Jeff, just as a fabricator, welder, and
Yep.
yeah, and eventually ended up buying out the partners that owned it, and now you're the sole owner, right?
Big dog.
There you
Big
go.
dog, yeah.
Big
Yeah.
boss man.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
gotta like it.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, anything else you want to show us while we're here? We'll make you famous.
Did you take a look at Jeff's honing machine for the
No.
stores?
No,
That's
we
really
didn't.
neat. If you got a second, Jeff.
Yeah, let's do it. We're already here. Let's go for a little shop tour.
Yeah.
We'll only show the pretty stuff in here. We won't show the ugly stuff.
So here's
We won't show my brother anymore.
Here's a custom nut breaker that we built in the
Oh,
shop
wow.
here. This is for undoing big nuts on cylinders. This is just a small one, but sometimes you get like this thing will produce about 80,000 foot-pounds of torque.
Oh, it's just a
Wow.
little guy.
Just a little guy, yeah. couple hydraulic rams that you put these different nut plates in here to suit the size of the nut. Kind of like this one here. That goes in there. And it's all, we'll just flash it up here.
Get a full demo here.
Mm-hmm.
Stand back and hide your children.
Hands in your pockets.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, we got loose.
It's only leaking a little bit of oil.
Take two.
Keeps the dust down on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Just put some oil down.
Make sure I got the right system running there.
I'm just gonna slowly back away now.
Might have to edit this. Alright, so
There we go.
you can move this back and forth up to your nut. So you, that'll just keep ratcheting. You use the hydraulic cylinders to break the nut free, and then the hydraulic motor takes over and it'll just spin the nut off. But it creates a lot of torque. It'll get this bench and just start twisting the bench.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah. Did you say you guys made that?
yeah, we've made that here. Yeah.
Wow, nicely done. Yeah. High school training paid off.
Yeah.
You have a way to know how much torque you're applying.
Yeah, we got a gauge on it, a pressure gauge, roughly 150 psi is 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. So every 150 psi,
Awesome.
you're getting 1,000 foot-pounds.
Yeah. No, that's really, yeah, amazing. Yep, necessity is the mother of invention. Yeah. They said there's a honing machine here somewhere too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hydraulic barrels get honed in there.
Yeah. Yeah. So our D8K cylinders would have been on here last week or so,
Yep.
getting honed, resealed. Good stuff.
Yeah, that travels
Excellent.
back to it, too. It's automatic. You just set it to the length of distance you want to travel, and as it goes.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
No, that's cool.
How does that work
Yeah,
with the
gotta love machine shops.
with the cutting fluid on there? I can't remember. It's so long.
It's got a hose that you just turn the. It's 18 hose in the barrel.
Oh, okay.
And it just sprays.
Well, it's cutting. Yeah, I was always impressed with that when I worked here. That's sick. That was built right here too. I would imagine.
Yeah, part of it. Yeah, that's you buy that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, one's a good.
Yeah. Well-equipped machine shop for a small town.
Yes.
But I imagine you see all kinds of different jobs in here. From
Yeah, we do a lot of logging, mining, fabrication, any kind of repair work. Pretty much everything anyone can bring in the door. We try to handle it.
Yeah. Awesome. You guys keeping fairly busy, or is the forestry slow down?
Not bad. It's
kind
the
of?
forestry slowed down, but
Yeah.
but it's not bad.
Yeah.
Hopefully it picks up.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thanks. Yeah, that's nice. Thanks for the tour, Jeff.
You betcha.
Appreciate it. I don't know, did you want to go on the machine shop side too, or?
We can.
That's up to you. It's your shop.
Better do there.
We saw the fab side, now we got the machine shop side.
Yep.
Regular arm drill press,
Drill presses.
couple of drill presses.
A little bit of a mess right now. We're in very few jobs.
Oh yeah. Cincinnati Mill.
Just an example is a little hydraulic barrel that we built there. It's off a Wartaw processor.
Excellent. Another mill there, a couple lathes.
Big lady and stuff there.
I recognize that nameplate there. This looks really familiar, Jeff.
You probably sold it.
Yeah, I know a guy that works there. He's even got a jacket on here. Might kind of say the same thing.
Same guy.
Same guy. Yeah. Yeah, so I work at Thomas Skinner, and Jeff purchased this machine from us. So I actually work in the service department there. I was a service tech for many years, and now service manager. So try and keep all our machines that are out in the field running. And yeah, Jeff was nice enough to buy one from us, and hopefully it served him well.
Yeah. That's a good machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's really good. I appreciate the shop tour, and appreciate you doing all the work for us, Jeff. It's,
No problem.
Yeah.
Appreciate the business.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, nice to see you again after all these years. We'll have to not make it another 30 before we see each other.
Right. Keep on bringing the farm equipment in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Thank you very much, Jeff. Appreciate it.
No problem.